untimi ntworo book sabi nipa dwene ansa no watworo but ze nipa nyina na dwene a omotworo but ya nche saa ne ma no wo wiase a wiase no kwa kodi ba ya wode no kwa kodi ba bi eno na nega na football ye mu ni sei no eno ahwe ball ane ye ball asofo ku ball se has ne kotoko akoda akoye se has any matjet na ebobo no nipa ti stadium wona areho na ma preacher se de ball ni si ikono a omudi saa ne ma na chi no wo hwe beduru ba bi no stadium wo beduru wonu bi ante wo beduru no bi ante stadium wonu omko anate wo ehwe omo ball because ball of late ball ayehwe no enye no ne start ya ne ehwe ball a omudi bi aka ho
is about then omunye anti mu
football one omakere strikers that my preachers are doing as omakere strikers and the whole Ghana we go division 1 division
na kwa bogumu so mo se
what say when they come on oba what say
40 matches amingo
omakere strikers and obi a typical winger coach is a philosophy system and nipa wuji talent di eche wuji philosophy di eche talent ya me no nya adwene wo wiase da say nipa talent ni wo so for talent no to nchen philosophy minu nyadwene da enu ka una mu say football ne de ye ka safati afata nkruma watara so fatako
aduo
safati afata nkruma watara so we yentimi ntrase
chana ndizo okabisada
enna mi se born mi se safati afata nkruma watara so fatako hwazo fo kuma chi sa o hwa
watara
o hwa ati se do what that was
watara watara onye nyumulo so
no da bi trasa he se mukwala wa ha kakotoko 4 ni 5 no kasema betu yen the boy okoye no
mona mo ba ma mukwala ka
wa ho mo wa ni kase ye escape no sabi we enye se bia ya tenancy timer na stress that question now will be something. I will want to escape it.
Okay.
And let's go to the next one.
Okay. That is respected. Now me be say unse na wo ka say e bi fra omse mo ma coach no kwan. E bi so fra that was the answer you gave. Na ambuza say na mo kan nyina fu a mo amote soro no amone ne ye adwuma no or throw reports near there you see and all if you combine all those factors you think that he's fine. That was the question. But also enqua
yeah. Well, the reason why me catch your escape no. That the way and yes be a tenancy I discussion.
Okay.
Coach Watson.
Okay.
And me kwa kasa here it is my personal.
Okay.
Issue and me can be so.
Okay.
Supporters here that's obi abefan say that's the position of the club.
I respect that, but don't be surprised. One headline be baby say Elijah Kambi fails to endorse Watara. Say no. Sana concentrate you man so akoye. But I will respect that say you have not taken a decision collectively as Mpenyin Fonti. We will do that. But the league is over. So what Obadia to say league with there. There's no way else can win it.
Well, since I got 4 matches, which is 12 points. Near that, point gap, I think it's 8 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then because Nation was 54.
Hearts were 46.
And I was 46.
Mm-hmm.
And to show difference, and I think it's 4 plus 6. Is it 10 or 9? Wow.
You need 12 points. And you need 9 points. Assuming you will be aging up for one. So you want to at this juncture throw in the towel, Anna?
Oh, me, unless if your board next match.
Okay.
I mean, who said clearly, if you are league,
but overall, the season hasn't been bad. Yeah, last year, Sabrina, you were struggling to escape relegation. I'm not in Abuma season, no, and you're bad, Anna.
Oh no! If you compare the other 2 seasons, now with this particular one, because 4 matches now come, we can do well. So, Bano Kura said, say, young to me far. I mean, you better have that respectable position there.
Like the top 4.
Will be happy.
Oh, okay. And Tianuntina also Timmy and also Atara because Tima struggle to escape relegation for 2 continuous seasons. Then no the mabe da baby amude year. Why are they?
So one who says, I'll still repeat it again. One who says, oh, Obian is a professor, a banner. But one says, brothers, also, almost you, word by word. The same thing to my own, word by word. After this program, maybe I'll be your interview. Oh, allow you endorse a Watara. Some of them for your headline. But, like I said.
What about Alaji? Almost say, and no match, no? Your team did not perform. Like the players were off or more as they should, and that you were even lucky to have that point. I know, saying I will be who know.
Oh, David, time I need a minimum yagi. Look at the one in football, it do happen. The bit more starting game over one idea, one side of the game, team after first half. The it's been on and off. Now we are maybe 5-10 minutes. Now we shall take it over. That is it. But the first half now has of folks. So I mean, we're supposed to have. I mean, finish the game in the first half. Yeah, we played very well.
Time Ben, no chances Ben. Time Ben. Na herbal no kakra. Na why chance
chance that may come. One say, the movement of our players, the distributions of their balls, passes, and I agree if they could have finished it well now. Though I accept what you are saying, their keeper was almost, on holiday. Baba could be say this boy, Stephen Apia, or boy direct shot to be.
Okay.
But most of the who say that in the midfield tough force, the Osha, first half, boy, boy, they couldn't play like that.
And not in Namu crab ball, no passing better than them.
Oh, this is what I'm saying. Almost a blue baby, especially second half. No passing. But who said almost throw defenders, no? Because solid for no way to me. There was no way they can beat them.
Hello, saying, yeah, fine. Apomodin waha, apomodin herbal, Doctor Sam, Doc Hoye,
Crystal don't know here.
Business said there was a brown once a crana, and phenomenon bow on his own bar. I'm Brassier Moon and Omukasa, and the idea. Yamin shall. I'm Juman on Cosa. A man for so the results, if I'm formation, banning in Archer say, one more Benina, especially one more, Nino no more, one more Baby PB, the Aquos or more, you know. Almost also said near money. On the Odian, I didn't know Banano, Nadia Manawa Akose. What did your park say? Yen Shemma, it was a walk of the ope. Never Akose. Oh, boy, Juma. Roman Akona and Pentecost. Oh, okay. We need to be at our best, according to Inzaghi. Confident Inter can beat Yamal's Barcelona. Hansi Flick on a coach Emma Barcelona. Or say, nobody had an idea what we would achieve. We want to enjoy playing football. And we want the fans to enjoy it. Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, about 1-1. 1-1. Which increasingly says, 70 points could be enough for you to be in the top 5. Top 5, yeah. Okay, because of some analysis here. Nuno Espirito Santo, or say, that. Eberechi, it wasn't a bad day. He scored the penalty, hit the crossbar and all that. But Oliver Glasner says he'll continue to select his best. Mike Lowen insists Liverpool will not make wholesale changes. Manchester United Chelsea are interested in Garnacho. And no na I said they are value is 65 million. 65 million for Garnacho. Okay. Rafinha send a Ballon d'Or Tino Bobo by he'll be excited. Jeremy Frimpong getting closer to a Liverpool move. And also a buy clause of 35 million euro, 29.8 million or roughly 30 million pounds. That will not be bad for a player of his caliber. Back home, Bashir Hayford, Wakasa. But we identify several factors. The Amen stadium, no. Who say ni pasi buaguso edi akono.
Factors in the doors. A big topic. One reason. One major area Makacha wine there. Players are very common. And can before I go to this is stadium. Before I go to Razak and now go this is stadium. We pay and go and watch it. But even the area apart from that. But this time the players are the ghetto, they are the drinking sport, they are the street. 1 year you with in charge of any money, I don't know what is going on. We treat you what is going on.
Could this be a factor? Yeah, we need to discuss it. I think I beg to differ. Answer, okay. Saying
bit my factors no but say tells here say Vinicius Junior now say player beefy Europe, let's say Martin Odegaard abagana na you say obobo Babayara Sports Stadium ubia be peso akọ we no poto nche blasters yi header nkoyi be say bogus ni bedu kroma even their training man for fight you see mom me no kra no I'm fight try to go and watch the guys
that's some okay nya bi na okay
o say boys no omo do omo like say you hu omo easily like to say boys you hu omo number bi e hu omo
okay. I want to Maame Nyarkoh discuss it because it was say polom no mbie
na you hu easily like that we hu no cry just a park so
because of your stature in society. They say, oh, yeah, quite be now a young man, be going but oh, man, no home, they no home. Oh, man, no home. When we are no area, then go for who's or motive. Omnom le koba, ote vantini tane neti, ote bantama ote omhuna da. Tila meka say, quite debatable. Say you, me who say, we feel besine epi intino, me who intime go no stadium.
Like your bulldog no money.
Aha, anti intino.
Anti mikutia koshawai.
Okay. Now you say I go ezo no monza. Go ezo bobo. Anyway, people will agree with him, but me, I beg to differ. But Ubia or not, you know. Currently, to Asema is attributed to him. Many shows a wakam, but some instances a wakam. Or say, so cause over Queno now to cost from our left and right. I shifted to west side. Be a FA Cup or Chain League. I think we have to push more for the FA Cup than the league. I have to be honest. Karim Zito.
When you look at the two sides of the coin, the FA and the league, I think if I'm not going to be selfish, we have to push more for the FA. So we are going to push more for the FA than the league.
Very, very controversial. Very, very, very controversial. Zito. Is that the position of the club? And now a coach in Anjuna?
Yeah, that was
me.
Coach, if I do, I'm for Najumano. I don't want to be doing
me.
Maybe somehow I'm can't be channel.
Me. I can't win matches.
I can't 4 matches.
Only you got to say.
You only got to
3 points.
3 points.
And Asante got to conceding. Me.
Now 7 months.
Me. It be a na. Onyakwan obi chiri mu yi But when you have 12 points at stake, nobody do 3. Now, so we're honest, you push more for the FA Cup.
Was FA Cup? Was FA Cup? I got 2 matches now.
Anyway, what consider?
Boss, say FA Cup.
No, I consider go don't do any league no.
Oh, consider.
Zami mami te
consider.
Me ma him.
Boss, on consider.
When you look at the two sides of the coin, the FA and the league, I think if I'm not going to be selfish, we have to push more for the FA. So we are going to push more for the FA than the league.
Boss, Adia cut 2 matches.
Baba jai. Offense inspector be say what.
Adia na cut 4 no aji. Say 2 bench 4. The FA Cup I cut 2 matches no aji.
Kotoko fo ni bra league we no. Coach. Okay. Close also within has a book at the Ababa to just say, Urana a friend of the Lali Uncle Adiamano. Man on a mocha. Omaine didn't know him.
Manchester United. Where you are Manchester?
Oh, no, what Tara. Some men in the team no some room when they say my room we producers go him. Almost say, man, I'm Monaco, no what Tara. Yeah, okay. Asem si techiman ra omo yire referee bi allegedly a friend Samina Fred say seminar almost say omo man 10,000 mama born about draw mama what the 10,000 so about draw no yire no sinya me nkwa ba mati som di omti kakra
seminar o bana
Fred was over.
We say, yeah, some now the answer a Sunday.
Fred Samina.
Okay.
Oh, Bevan Fred.
Say we are not good.
And John Moyerno.
And I'm John. Hey,
na and go for grounds for Techiman and net. You ever quack yesterday was it here. And then some more.
Where the other answer, Chairman Bodites. Chairman Bodites.
Bound Besover can once.
Chairman Sidu.
Mima who didn't on Besover can. No, the inter by very idea. Ghana under 20 share 1-0 nra. Good one. That's more fair. And the GFA guys, no good work. Chese Muselete Mungo for Cromache. And Tia Boma Basso. Muselete Mungo for Cranomusha, made them found. Name Muko selecting a show, Mondia. But okay, right. Let's see.
We are supposed to games, Nibi.
Minyada, you hear that.
Jaya free guy no minim Ghana for inya yakwa enim kakra eno born boss ma complain is hard to 90 minutes
so
onya oni goki
se ni pa bia onya ba bi gina kakra so say
onya
so say wabaso
o mi maso
wabaso na oni dey free throw ba
yo tell yes and
ka wa sheda de eche
yo tell yes and
dog wabaso
eno say bibia ma ka
wabaso wa nya hwia ma obia wabaso
o say
say the Jerry free is an fe no wabaso no sa na so wabaso okay dog mo ko de
bibia kama
okay de nyame ase pa say obasa no a na e ho ato bi ko enim say nyame na mo so be niema so ati ase o se tete doctor o tete doctor for no sa no mo ahobrase no mo se nyame na mo so ye ne doctor fo bi aba mo me pita mo be tete de aduro no mo na ye eso nyame na de ma o ati ase nimdie nyame na de ma ono de ma tunya no akwa ba fom kama na nipa nya so mba so de o ya no de ma mpe wasama no last ubisa doctor radio banam se de boy enye sika doctor macho o adia abo di etio doctor Sam
me da se o de sa kwenye amame nyame won hira Maame nchia ahwefo a omohwe ma Oyerepa TV ene atiefo a omotie ma Oyerepa radio enye obi ase mosomfo Dr. Sam ameda apomuden herbal clinic ano ewokumase Sofolai soja for kwane so opposite Assemblies of God for asodan kese no ehɔ a enamo abranyina ya meka na mekoso aka se wo kira kwaye bomutu ba wura kwaye bretuo mu a ɛna hu sɛ dua bia wɔ ne sibrɛ sɛne dua bia wɔ ne sibrɛ no saa na ɔbɔ adeɛ Nyankopɔn hyehyɛɛ no ɛwɔ dua bia yale a ɛsa ɛna wɔ ahan bia yale a ɛsa tuba ma so anu buna ɛne nua hini ɛne nua han na ɔbɔ adeɛ Nyankopɔn ahyira so ama me a mede ɛsa yale ɔma so ɛyɛ so obi tie me ne paa na ani yareɛ atena wo so akyɛ wakɔ miamia bebree watu sika gunti no ufi sɛ ani yareɛ na ɛwɔ so no ɛyɛ koankɔ a meka kyerɛ wo sɛ ɛduru apɔmuden herbal clinic nko adeɛ a yɛko a ɛbɛkɔ gye me namba ne sɛsi a na frɛ me mese me namba ne yɛ 0551 09 89 61 0551 09 89 61 mese mo Kumase Sofolai sojafoɔ kwan ne so opposite Assemblies of God for asɔɔdan kɛseɛ no ɛhɔ ɛnam wɔ Bible ne se yɛ nipadua no na sɛ yɛakɔ no ne kanea na sɛ ne han ɛne ani te sɛ sumduru yɛ ni a na sumadu yɛ nipadua nyinaa obi tie me na paa na wani apuru nsuo paa yie oba mɛma waduru a wobɛnom a wani na apuru nsuo no ɛbɛgyae obi wɔ hɔ a wani atutu agyaw ti yareɛ ɛma wo ti fa ɛdwaw paa ɔso ba mɛma waduru a bɛnom a wani na atutu no ɛbɛtɔw wo ti na ɛpaw no ɛbɛtɔw tɛbia meka sɛ Dr. Sam manyɛ duro deɛ yɛmfa ɛngu yɛni no so ba wobɛnom na afa ntiri mu aba wani so aba yɛ adwuma kama so obi tie me wode tɛmbia wani yɛ ɔhene waposa ɛma wani ayɛ kɔkɔkɔkɔ a mɛma waduru abɛnom a wani na tɛmbia woposa no wobɛgyae ma ne kɔkɔɔ no so afiri hɔ mandankyerɛ kala Nyankopɔn ɛde ma wani no ayɛ saa pɛpɛɛpɛ so obi tie me na wo so pressure ɛwɔ wani so nipa ba wohu ni mienu ayɛ hwani a bra mɛma waduru abɛnom a saa pressure yi a ɛwɔ wani so yi ɛbɛfiri wani so koraa bi wɔ hɔ na glaucoma ɛwɔ wani so ayɛ brɛ wohu adeɛ yi a tu ho anamɔ na bra mɛma waduru abɛnom a wobɛhu adeɛ kama obi nso wɔ hɔ a gye sɛ wohyɛ glasses na sa ahwehwɛniwa ansa na wotumi atwerɛ na sɛ wotumi akenkan tɛmbia meka sɛ ahwehwɛniwa na sɛ glasses ne deɛ ɛgye supportive ɛboa kɛkɛ nanso yi to hɔ a aniyaleɛ ne deɛ ɛdɛ so wɔ hɔ na megye ɔba mɛma waduru abɛnom a mɛgye ato hɔ wabrɛ kora bɛtumi atwerɛ na otumi ahu adeɛ kama so obi nso etie me nɛ wode nipa ba wohu nipadua no nanso n'anim dua paa yɛ na esum adu hɔ so obi nso bɛnten Kofi Anakwame ɛna ɛba no ɛde ma wo bi sɛ wote nipa de ne ansana wohu nipa kora ɔba tu ho anamɔ na bra mɛma waduru abɛnom a saa problem yɛ da wabra bɔ so no ɛbɛfiri so akɔkora obi deɛ wani deɛ aseɛ de mɔsea paa ɛna agu so wani so ɛwowɔ yie nso bra mɛma waduru abɛnom a wani na aseɛ de mɔsea agu so na ɛwowɔ no ɛbɛgyae koraa obi tie me tambia meka sɛ nkwala ne students a aba mahwɛeɛ me Nyankopɔn ɛna me nsa so ma aniyareɛ afiri ɔmo so bebree kwa tu so ba ne tifie yɛ den akora bi wɔ kɔ school a ɔte akyire sɛ ya ɔnhu blackboard no so ebi mpo te board n'anim hɔ pɛɛ na wɔbisa sɛ teacher ɛdeɛ nie mofo nyina ntua na mofo mo mmra apɔmuden herbal clinic Dr. Sam mahwɛeɛ mɛma ne duru ɔbɛnom a sɛ aniyareɛ no ɛbɛfiri ne so ɔkɔ school baabi biara teacher ni no ɛde no bɛtena ɔkra soɔ no obɛtumi ahu board no so yie na otumi atwerɛ na otumi akenkan kama na meka kyerɛ obi a cataract ɛtɛ esisi n'anim mmienu nyinaa so sɛ wani nifa no na ɛtɛ afura na hwɛ na nkɔsa benkum no ɛma benkum nso afura nka ho na ɛtɛ ɛba obi ani so a sɛ nyɛyɛ less nankasa ɛyɛ cloudy obi deɛ kusu obi hu adeɛ wisi obi hu adeɛ fitaa asɛ nwusie pa na nam n'ani so ɛnam saa tei na deɛ kɔ hospital ma doctor na ka kyerɛ sɛ ɛtɛ na esisi wani so no enyiri 5 months time 1 year time bra menyo surgery na so operation a me ka kyerɛ sɛ tu ho na mo na bra me mo duru abɛnom a sɛ ni yare yi ɛtɛn be free wani so kra obi won so a wo de wayɛ surgery no na so operation awie na so still hu adeɛ yie me catch you say enkachi achia nso mu ibra me mo oduru abenoma be ho de kama so obi tie me ne na so diabetes atena wo so achepa ye na edienu yare abrewa bra me mo oduru abenoma ebe tu diabetes na se na masama oduru a obenoma eni yare na diabetes dia bro no afiu so akokora a ensama biem da so obi tie me ne wo so ye driver ni wo sue ka twipa o cross okojo lances o kwanye your eye tester wo failing to yam for lances no amount enama ni yare a remachira kwan obi so wo ho a wo de watwika wo fie kɔ nanim pa wo cross okorini lances a o koya eni yare akrenti yam for lances amawa re Dr. Sam machira kwan obi ho no nsia boya esum osia bo esum eya duru no wo so ho ba bia no timi de car akɔ abafie asundwem bo so homache 5 am bo se ebo agine ni so nyina afa mo nyina mo motwi na mo mra amani yare a etew so as a driver ni no afiri so akokora a ensama biemu da na me saka chu bi a otie me ne na syphilis nti tambia me kase ene maburu bebre ewo ani yare a enam STI sexual transmitted infection syphilis nti atena wo so ache na die ani yare abrewa tu ho na mo na bra mema woduru aba no ma ani yare na syphilis dia bra no ebe firu so akokora na masama woduru a ebe tu syphilis na se kura jimi number sesi a na frɛ me say me number ni 0551
0551
09
09
89
89
61
61
0551
0551
09
09
89
89
61
61
me say mo kuma se sofolai soldier for kwan so opposite Assemblies of God for asodan kese no eho enamo na me catch obi a blood pressure eno so how sebra me mo oduru abenom a ebe ba no ma so obi so tie me na prostate nti ye de ketita na se dodo ben ato ben mamu a bra me mo oduru abenom a ketita na se dodo ben na ye de ato ben mamu ye be ye firim na masama oduru a emu nkuro no bewu e ma bema no agya brane so obi tie me na osa yale nti ekuro abeto sunum aduane to ye ma no yom etutu ya bra me mo oduru abenom a osa yale ebe firu so kra obi ho stroke nti wobubu ogudam stroke nti ofa adwojo bo so stroke nti sabe wano achia odi adi afi na wonsa ayo titiriti wonan ayo titiriti a ebo nka yese wo ya keka ko stroke yalim tu ho na mo na bra so bi tie me na henia ewo so sabeto hwem se da yem emfa ho ne kese oba me mo oduru abenom a sa henia ebe firu so akokora oba fibroid eda yem oso bra media bibiduro kroje ebe kan ema fibroid no anane obade bo ma no omo babia na nson so babia fanko na fichiko na so babi wo hana minu na mensa na ni chima na twa echese yale bia sikwan a ema wuchima no ema ye oba memo oduru abeno ma obechima kama obi a asima tise wapa how na etete obra memo oduru abeno ma sa asima yi ebe firu so akokora a esama biem obi tie me na white candidiasis ede pua hawa osobra memo oduru abenom a sa white ebe firu so akokora a esama biem bema mu ayemre na wontumi ene wo yere na sa partner ena ye tambia wale sem de entokwanko a me so ba memo no bema duoni bi wo manim ho ema bema na peja ema na brem na mama unanom de ebe peja se da fom tim kra ebe
no aga so onfanko
woso na yire onfanko woso na yire so bi etie me na wo so ento fom da Roni yire so partner ana
da bi partner no yesi empene so partner no aye yire nkwa na editum
basa amafo be kire omu
mo njo mbe so mo nware bi
Ronaldo bagano
so bi su tie me na awo pa ehwo ye diama osutu nwa na mo na bra tambia me kase Dr. Sam me wa wodo tatahwe a eya bibiduru a metimi dia kanwa obe wafa ho afa aba obi tie me obade ye bo wo no ojo be ma ne de so wa pa ayete se premre no na so nam yale bi di say STI James so nim primary what you need in da say bia
what type bi
type bi ohome pa da ho a
on
sonwa pa ti be ma bi wo ho a ne be ma na sonwa be nam yale bi say STI sexual transmitted diseases gonorrhea syphilis
any baba so can primary dey sonwa o
sonwa obi be ma son
na esa dey obonya problem primary tintin na omo ba na
obi dey wa so ne jam nya me kan say aduro ho hwe kan no na sebe zama ma forward duro bi ye fe ne yiriba aduro ho pa bo se obone na ho se ya no abe ne tra no obi a wotie mi bi a wanyi nipa wonim tetesem bi a obeka sa asem wi bo se obone tra no obone na ho na obi ne tra no wo fo bo se ne be ma ne da ho
na so na mo nyina nam ne sre
ho pa
ka no so sa yare wo so kope
yare pa yes o duro no ma e ma ne roba
yare
enye yare tama enye yare serious na meka no
to na ma online na na ma na
ti metwe na ba yes duro yes ti metwe na ba nti obi unso obi wo ho a ne be ma ne so pa o benam yale bi ti say gonorrhea any syphilis ni ade atena ne so achinti no bo se ne be ma na hi afanka kete bubu wo ha naturally ne so ye wo no ne be ma ne nso se nipa na times bo so hwe na ya se a ho ye kutu na che se ne be ma ni nyina ntwe ama ebi wom pa
no e de ho look yes
se ba na ama ti mama no duru e ba ma na rubber ni mo ye din pa yes na owusu sa duru ye tambia meka se memema duru no eye package ba ha na mintimi ncheche mu miensa
okay
wo se be ma bi wa ne be ma ne da fon kojo to mema na gina so memu aye din na be ma bi wo so a sesi a ono obahie ya na ojam premature ejaculation enso mo duru bu a me friend long journey me the mana ne be ma nim be ye obetimi ne oba na hia che ansana ne ho asane no e ba so oba na ho sepe ne pa
I know the long journey
long journey e bi do crojin and na last one no na meka ho asem no
the born na one e ya ba
yes be ma bi wo ha na ne be ma no esu
to ya na de onya ba
na awro
Dr. Pomodin dog ti o
yes adru ono yiribanza ma fo na
zango for na no kutu bo na wo se
obi first ne pa na sa dru no se obi tie me ne pa no ni
na so de obi ana
obeka mi wo dru e be ma na wura ba se mi si tie na be kese o so obi wo ha ye bo na ne be ma ne so ba se yale bi nti ya fon ehin aka keteke sa die me de do ne kan wa be wura ba na adia e ye wo maso e wa Pomodin herbal clinic ne say yes oba ye na ne mo do surgical no oba ye be your lab test ne your scan test ready fidie be hwu mo gya nyina mu ne hu ya report ya e how ne ma wonu odo surgical no na yale ni fruits nko me ye both local and foreign delivery so bi tie me na ne bibi wa manone a ye number ye WhatsApp line ne good screen ne so no e WhatsApp line on free ye be ginchechire mu se twase de do ne to na de be kwa koma no e mana no ma yale eti na bla bo so no afini so se locally he yanso no wo no baby ti se boriga tema no ntime ma ye ginchechire mu no ne twase de do ne to na ye de be to no e mana no e ma yale na afini so be adwuma adwada e kope me ma me she adwuma se 7:30 anopa na me wie 4:30 pm Pomodin de obie no ha ode ne yale aba Pomodin herbal clinic yes awurade abasa e ye kese
number no so
me sole ma me fa me number ni tuwa me say me number ni 0551
0551
09
89 61
0551 09 89 61
Dr.
so for life Soja for Kwani so opposite Assemblies of God for Southern Kenya.
Lawyer 10-11 Yanko.
Enti anopay yamo special good morning BM na yamo kwaba eye Oyerepa 100.7 FM Oyerepa TV mrasanso ye kunko funkroso na ensemo anopay edi adencheche ensemo ebu mfumpa onko funkroso no ye de honsem ato anim nsem no doso ene anopay nemom de disefata sa uhwe na wutie ena yede emwo abusuam de tienie Facebook pages no eye Oyerepa live Oyerepa Radio on Facebook, Oyerepa Live, Oyerepa Radio on Facebook. Now if you watch na what comment me ba na the boss player to no bossy akenkan nyina ama said ye say ene said ye efata yam fan to nim say eya dwumako bia dama ena anopai wo me de ti ba bia yere nkofum krasun sam no eda wo na high sense refrigerator promo onim say on the 8th of May 2025 na aba na wiye entia na wakai na wasanso sa obetom fridges poponi na enti afi high sense amaso ye double door no GB open single door aye papa amode no entwe kane bebre na from where 0302 550000 550000 na wafre high sense enough bibia akoye ade amount Inter Milan our San Siro and then Roman FC Barcelona and ebo 2024-2025 UEFA Champions League semi-final second leg our San Siro 3-3 on aggregate and two teams no at the Ecom na Enra okay Ekwaya Bansa Foro Efa Sukohoko do Milan Kromo na amusi fem check in our hotel ningina at the Oyerepa TV no so enjoy be and na pay na Hans Flexa yakasay ama winning 2 titles na plus no ama working together baby adi masa and na a good day ni ho or say only plus ni nkomo bebre em fa game no plus na wo mu si akan ema bounce no enim say game way finals before the finals I won't hear Barca fans no or say Barca fans and young Kamamonte set game no emotions bebre abem moments we do about say Barca dominate moment we able do am a Barca a survive moment we do Barca ebe break akra ningina won aye name be koye e de am Barca qualification I won't hear no and no aye Hans Flick na Hans Flick say emra 2024-2025 season abeshase no bia announce da ye se de ekoi abekop ama Barca aye de omo aye no onim se afi akoye ade amamo omom LD the Spanish Primera División Santander 4 points ama eda Romane Madrid and yam from tuga se oko ensamfu floba Hans Flick ade atuja se Inter ekuta good team no kran se sa ucha Inter team na ekuta amuna amatak no eye sharp Lautaro Martinez and Marcos Thuram said the omusi attack no ya na no dre Denzel Dumfries now 2 goals in the first leg omu ye players omu jampet no so omu nim dia omu eye na FC Barcelona enram etreni ye ni na eye nyama ye de be mam na no pay on Oyerepa TV on Oyerepa 100.7 FM Facebook Oyerepa Radio, Oyerepa Live on Facebook. Danny Omo, Sir Bansa, Ebo our San Siro atmosphere, Sir supporters, Beto Jom, and then Inter Milan fans, ultras, no, especially Omundiagro, our stadium, or the team, Roma, Dede, Copim, say, get over the way, and what did you just say, and play young Jim, Emma, Yanachel for, and Yanatil for, intimate and to be said, and Sobiani ho, or Omo Plaza. We say okay Emma Barca no so atmosphere no aba rada motivate mo ama amatime akon ete akọ womanim eno aye Dani Olmo Simone Inzaghi on Lautaro Martinez enra onim sa me catch sa owura One Benjamin Pava nyina training na annual training ekoso Benjamin Pava Philip discomfort kakra o Philippines met me a confirm amansa ano de oye out enamom Lautaro Martinez ebesi akani bi and your reporter ekutami enano play and Simone Inzaghi and na mantenom etimi training enti ano play on Oyerepa TV Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa Live on Facebook ningina eta Inter Milan training ahead of Barca and na Alexandro Bastoni Inter defender or say adia ebabuam ama Inter etime a qualify a total concentration say ama avoid early goal na fe man marking here juma or say Lamine Yamal nom Rafinha nom Dani Olmo nom say uja omwa omo comfortable on the ball into a man marking baby player no will be na uja ho o mani nya ball na nsa ampo eno akoro so eno ya Alexandro Bastoni ni nsema odi etuka enano player dinina ema wo na wo jumade no so na France former interior minister Niti and Gerard Damani na odia topa ama Liverpool fans obakaya na ay 2022 Champions League final and na fans na ebre say ombe rested be crowd for full fans ema biti to kwasi ya guaman for bruta e Paris kromo o say ono odia chopa ebema Liverpool fans adena see you know nani kwan say esi omanya omadwuma ye eno aye France former interior minister Gerard Damanin and in some way to and ano pay na asem na ye kan wasem no na eda screen so no esi in 2022 Champions League final the CA and we just so at the atopa at the Liverpool for na aye final yanka kai kakra yanko archives na Liverpool Madrid finals 28 May 2022 na start the France game 75,000 and a Madrid na Jessa Champions League no at 59th minute and a Vini Junior at enya goal at the Madrid Alisson Becker at a goal post Adano and a Liverpool Trent Alexander-Arnold Ibrahima Konate Virgil van Dijk and Robertson Jordan Henderson Fabinho Thiago Alcantara Mosala Domani Luis Diaz amana start here Madrid Thibaut Courtois Dani Cavaya Eda Militao, David Alaba, Ferland Mendes, Luka Modric, Casemiro, Toni Kroos, Federico Valverde, Karim Benzema, and Vinicius Junior, and a boy at the Emma team now. You don't some a dough and I don't pay. You bet your Hans Flick and I'll pay. Nah, on him no. Hans Flick a press conference. I do the big game. Nah, I'm pay before South West Nebano. Dr. Daoud Scientific Herbal Hospital. Australia. And meko ya dena adukuru wo na aye kwankro ya dese ya deni tu asia enye yensa ya deno otilete e wona so enti faroko ejuso krapa old Metro FM Dynam kwankro ya de British ebia yesi stroke na wo so be se mfiensia fako dan Dr. Daoud obetu asia ama low sperm count abeko diabetes be flu so stomach ulcer Dr. Daoud etu asia afem o ya bema o de bia o boda bijo e mpamu a Dr. Daoud eyi ate afru so ntantam kotu prostate na se Dr. Daoud ho ejoso krapa old Metro FM Dynam Saria Sound so o ho 0244886437 0244886437 no fair no phenomenal akoye ademamrantia ambassador game no ama fanu no no ekutame yente Hans Flick my bible din komo.
Do you think I have to make pressure on them, or what do you think? No, it's not just like that, you know. For me it's like what is it also outside, it's so when we started the season, I think no one had any idea what we achieved till now. Okay, and for me, of course, there are now we win 2 titles. Now there are the important weeks, important matches. In the end of the season, it's normal like that. When you're on this stage, on this level, when you're playing on this level, it's always like that, and it's a good thing. And what I want to see from my team is that they are appreciate that they enjoy it.
And no, I Hans Flick and summer or the 2 plus way and about start at 7 p.m. Ama Inter Milan yen soma but go post mo na 3 back no about Bastoni Achabi
and afei Bisek among and I completed the back three afei Federico Di Marco Denzel Dumfries about wing backs nom afei Eric Mkhitaryan Hakan Çalhanoğlu and afei Nicolo Barella John Finfio na Marco Arnautovic bebo ne na afei Marcus Thuram omumie no and early day attack ni tedie aya Marcus Thuram and Marco Arnautovic and early day attack at the ama Inter afei Oko FC Barcelona so ya session better goal post num afei Eric Garcia abebo na afei Inigo Martinez Kubasi Ronald Araujo I'm gonna complete the back four Frankie de Jong Pedri, Dani Olmo, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, and after Ferran Torres, when we play on Bestate at the Ama Barca, don't some atuanim and then play former LC Barcelona captain, and they Osekai, Emma Como Sedi, Roberto, and at the Atu Josema, Barca Fonum Fan Show with team, Inter Milan, a Italian team, said your Tibia, and your Inter, I will be different that be, how much press Barca high, into Barca Fonum, and for answer on the team on the other and say Inter will definitely come out and press high. Number Barca, a qualifier, Namiba, and your letters are. Yet at the month of May, a Muslim Papa at the Emma Barca, the American sa. Here the historical antecedent of Barca in May about Champions League. Yana Ekose, Messi's 2009 Barca as a Chelsea. I'm reach Champions League final and eventually I'm to Akoko 2009. I'm to Akoko I'm sound with a treble. In 2015, now a 6 May, Barca as a Bayern Munich to reach the Champions League final. I'm sound to also acquire the treble. In the May, beyond the treble, and a koye 6 May no, and the papa, Emma LC Barcelona, Yanwakai, not Washington Son, Adusa Herbal Clinic, and the Adusa Herbal Mixture, and the Adusa Herbal Capsules, about Jasso, about to coconut say at the amount severe waist pains, about one, not Siadiano, a few so a menstrual pains about general well-being, a bit sissy when I'm piano at the copebinum of fame, a do some prostamite capsules, no, I am not what baby, not what you should know, two prostatina say at the Froba Johnson Kama, a do some man capsules, Babua, Amabo Jumaye, our and Pem Kumase, Swami Mazi Macro, who took influences inside wa, a do some our afe a cram. La Paz or Ben Las Palmas or you're behind Pizza Man 0500110115 0500110115 055 9824 na fame wako adusa suye na wabuao na bibia koye ade ama all aina sam in football du bia ya na sa na esi etie nye de bia na ekoye ema wo amode na nka amopre ene se enra ombedin kunim ewo Crystal Palace so amaso sa amopo supporters na chaw na bom they fight for still the European hope ewonum ene all aina nsema odi etudwa nuno Espirito Santo a coach at the Emma not transfer so nim da player Callum Hodgson or Doy about Tane about Juma at the Emma team na don seminar a joe and then play na Crystal Palace manager Oliver Glasner say our Champions League final game against City and no Premier League match sakano on your changes about affected me play I mean some Urano at the to the Michael Owen sir on Jindi say Liverpool ebe say on team na I was see no de bi ba be count no on say team na and then some Urano at the to jam and I'm pay na Madrid and Barca. I said Madrid for say Andre Cano. One share on the Cologne and finish to sa. And John Cologne come match and Tomutin come on. With lives except Benjamin Sesko and Emily Atakino and Madrid here in Semino a jow and on a player see Namum Sayo Consasao AC Milan manager or Mexico's Santiago Jimenez Abaso or see about Pio no Montimba or at the Martin and Yaso or Billy about more and I'm AC Milan or say Rafael Leo Abatina on Kobebia and see you bet also on pay na and Kofun close to Semino yet SC on Oyerepa 100.7 FM on Oyerepa TV.
Yana sports lawyer say ebusuatie ni ye bibini Toma Plus eye obi a person to no osase emfa ho any ulcer no say de esi atra so ache eye gastric ulcer duodenal esophageal ulcer peptic stomach pain indigestion ni nyina kabom uton kwoto kakra bi pe na hoto no tima ba ya cha no so bedidi heavy na fei atumi agira ho ama hoto no atima basanse kofo boka e won de ho na wo hia bibini Toma Plus nroi na abeto ama hoto aba abusuama wonya ha to bi kwache obi a wa complain ma so yare ulcer ye ko Ashtown the Bita Pharmacy and Kashi the Bita Pharmacy ba konzo she ho oba promise herbal hanso obenya 0558 940541 337 816 ko Franco na fe nyama na wajeje mu no take advantage Nokia Samsung iPhone Smart TV ne chef freezer washing machine micro blender CCTV camera function monitor video anytime anywhere ya channel so say jabadu akumache uguram ewo talent bishop old man konko for clinic honyina no ebi ewo ho 0245316969 0560684147 yentwam nkota na so apatapa news junction Maame Bay ya de ne die hu the queen of herbal clinic ni nyina no ene saseke say ya de etwe yare diabetes yare a atra so a stroke wa hwa do bato form amanyama ha dwene uwie pa obenya bonus bit say low sperm count sounds na ulcer hepatitis typhoid menstrual problem kan nyina bo Monday to Friday 7 to 5 p.m. 0243 345 392 0506 460-208 ya peltumpani bi AC office ho peltumpani bi eco restaurant ho choba ho peltumpani bi na fefe wura wodem ho no mo ni nyina ne se edan no nsonkonso bi antumi entra ho tefre bi antumi entwam sanso na bobi akase eninimu te se nwanwa wotumi mfa ho end strategy obomodem na udi spray wie pa udi kumwo ni nyina no ya hye ne nso ye de lemon ne lavender na de frade ye enu ntini hwam ne de abusua eche paw udi hwia dem ho tum say yes dem ho aye what bo ba kokum no ma emienu eno no 400 ml no abusua ketwa na wo mu no kra no eno eso che nkofo de no 750 no eno nso eso ne nyina no ene se Kumasi Sokoman Accra Apokuasi ACP takrade aye Hakuna Matata 0553 082674 0553 082607 no nya tumpani bi etimi ato yem fixe ride no ene se nyina no ene se Facebook Ride Company Limited ono ene nam abefo kwantempo kwaso fixe ride no ya hye so wodi oba kyen se ba bia ka ne sie ye asede ase de towin ka be kwakofa na fe de akoye office ya abefo kwantempo kwaso a ye fa so a ye behunu ba bia for to bia no ye be ye ho adwuma ene nti engine turning ye wie pa body works overhauling ye be ye oven spraying air conditioning services ye betwa ede amawo electrical works bia wo ho no na ye wie automatic gearbox ne repair no so ede amawo maintenance of general servicing all cars no ye nwadwuma me so car no wudi ekunya kwanhia ye ne bibia na nyi a ye beto no scratch na fei wonya kakra ede ato ho ye ka ne sanso a o model no wo de no hwese de si ba ye 2020 ene ba ye ene 2025 ye de mu dwan de aba o pese wo de ne me ho na fei hu a obi hu sa mu no bi na atimu a ye asede se be fa na fei ne ma nyina koyi ede amawo o hwe yen e wo Kumasi branch ahojo run about between Georgia Hotel and Grego office on moi 0500 2101 91 0551 498884 now when you Fitman Ride Company Limited or say Fitman Ride we own the finishing power specialist herbal hospital Maame Nyarkoh so do yasam and making modern no san say will be a hepatitis free by na fe the bi obekọ sinanim bia no award no ono na fa de 9 times and waje ede aboso we e fatty liver prostate ulcer fibroid kidney stone we enti no de dura ye fa say SK ede aba ye fa two stomach upset no ase mo amoto liver ke no mo nhane so say liver condition problem bia wa hia no eno ne betu ase ede amawo ya ka say jirikajiri herbal mixture and capsules bema bia to bia eyi sisie mo mama ma bema boawo ma mensem a woni mba no di ewo empem no etimi efra dumu ekwa adumu ba bia to aduro bia no obina bi etimi atonimum obehya ne so so kopiem wa Accra kwa benya ACP road power bar stop wa ho ebi ewo ho no mo amoko Kumasi fe yase bosomtu road adoya junction no ho so ebi wo takrade anaji estate ni nyina no ebe wie 0244 5444220200383831 ne kwakwa ne ka chako toothpaste channel so yesusu no ne maame no borobodo 3 wi ade bidie de afra de atwe ase apai fita eno na Samara company hu se da bi sa de ne boye sa bre no mu ne nkofo se fita yen san kofa emfamra san satiti obi ekre ne de ka chako toothpaste e de aba fadi twe se on pani anwumre akra ne ko school amane bi emfa enko ne se pai fita no eyi nkonkone ne e de finese ase na afei apotete ne gam no amakaka bia ema meye no wo twena mu a wetima twena se twea pia ba bia to bia no ya bomodem so benya bi etimi ato ne santi eye Samara na akofa e de aba wuram wo more provision shop ene shop so ba bia no ebi egu ho eye 0246864798 0501 454462 legend Atanase as a 1034 today's boss continuous boss player. Boss
Champions League to us.
Oh yeah, and the night for the champions.
Yeah, na someone love letter no. Na me kind Arnold love letter.
Arnold yes ye ni aboso. Ni aboso ye dana se. The insurance na ama no. Oh yeah. The crew be also give Liverpool bia no. Me ma fam de wa boa me age. Nti ha me se dia na ebinum sopa sopa na sa no ade ya ba kopɛ ene se 133 ma me anya sika online continue mu ye ebie no na anya sika no so ndie okɔ free no ani ade ya me ya won ho me no dia me die se wo kɔ Madrid de me ni problem what's it okay some Madrid no fleet say be 5 years be na we ya na ne afa
ebi no iso mo salba no emse salba da ti so mutua
anya smart asa ye bo bona so
contract
salba o contract de ti so mutua nti en sa no on betu sanye ni say o muntimi nkotua we ntua we ntia ne ba kono se ne ti
okay so what they do is say omo starting say anye this year na ya omo pe no
omo boto wo
yes
omo ye no project
yeah
say onim say wa anye ne ntema
obi be say
baby wa anye ne ntema obetritrim
na fe
say period we na ye de tretre contract no to mo start ye ho adwuma say ya untrim na ze de aka na
pass my den de aka hwe a
unti unhu ba bi free caliber our contract until 2027
so 2027
enti no
25 2 years
be skirmishes in this season till next season o me ba na vim ma be busa so mo penom diska kitwe bi aba o mpene
o so wanyu a
wo be fo be didi o matem
no ma ka che se ne
no mo ko o le go for ye ka
ye ba o ma vie enti no
ombe hawo
o ma che da
go for o munye o because o mo say this Rudiger no plan na do so ena e kire ho na no even with the Rudiger no ka no e ho ye mere
still na enyu
now nanka Arsenal rese ko be renew the contract on the with 2 seasons 2 years to go there
na ko ha say
and the June ye inanka
o pe bi ka credit
o ya ha
almost say na do ko for business
you also obo season na we
o say you bo wi answer o ka tell guys say o party bi na o ni be ko no ka tell say weekend we do so bi bia
me bese me ko be bia
e ho na o so no we
masa we ya ba no we ya ba
o chale time a party bi pa last them no ko na wani ji ye no e wo say ye na so ye mra o so weekend we dey nya ma je se me pie e sister bi cry you bi na dia
all right you know boss and they say there's league no mu we there
oh actually
but me Sunday no me nti I am the Sunday na kotoko has say na match bi ni wa camera be hu
I didn't
na ball fu no boy we say nti league nti na ball fu say
there's no motivation
no way it was against Chelsea for Christ's sake
when you no to check cross here record o league no dey
Chelsea for
maximum points
ati boni say kan say show mo na Europe na da dey nyina nya basa
na Chelsea na ni abrechem
but
And you can't do anything about it.
And yes, I know. They
are not motivated.
Free break with this. Yeah.
By weekend they are against us now. I'm very serious. Go on say Arsenal.
Kwanza we are.
Na kwanza so no anebebo. Ana. ABA Herbal Center are specialized in treatment of all kinds of eye problems. They have found glaucoma no. And Nino said the tibia mini tea. And yet Brunin kwa and a word drew your baby drew. Ah, and they a dibu kukum near the amwanum. Ama when ni I fine. Say a test when you swear cataract. Yes, you Bakubo ade we kira wu obu so ade ben na wu ni nyina no soft water soft rasa soft 3 days aba se ose ni yare ndi hia no pa na te say sexual weakness ni menstrual disorder ni hepatitis ni stroke no what the bible he fine ben de bra kwakumo ni omo makabe prostate ni liver kidney o ni nyina yare bia ni mu ni no na ya oto ho nchi akuma se kwada so dwuna se ye wo main market na chi domahin grosso ben Ebenezer preschool no so ben apia kubico store binada jum your number is 0541 56519 me Carol say ABA Herbal Center so water so akopia nkran to friend on 0541 56519 050281 2161 0502812161 and also Bibia Bear Kama ABA Herbal Center Omona African and magic drinking water and Numun Subia Keke Danso Ayanum Kanjen, meaning so num kanje, banum more kanjen. Chairman num kanjen and magic drinking water. It's only very safe, very refreshing. And our face so and near a bois. Emma your body no da bia e kama no and na wo ho kangen water why are there
right in my hands
hydrogen rich ye no kangen anye se bia ho na to ye no a time opani je sisa akode ba no te ye say how many years in Canada can you know the news you fra broche ba and na broche for no mo ba ma mo mfansu ma first supposed to be a burger no cra bottle water and then jai kanji aba onum kanji it makes you have a good sleep onum kanji a pump it helps your heart pump blood more easily onum kanji eye ensure eso esayare very rich in antioxidants I feel so the beauty onum kanji be hu na say he looks young anti-aging na energy nutrients any oxygen e be reward cells mama bibia fine Dr. Towabe kan say ade ba ko cancer stroke is an alkaline environment onom kan de pampam acid ni nyina regulate body temperature na fe a protective organs ni nyina danso ebeboa onom kan heart liver kidney onum kanje wa be hu eno ate se panyina Africa Canada so be di hu adanse your number is 0241449191 02414491 na 0507379474 0507379474 tiwa ewo Ashtown Kwantemponum also kanje shop kese ba ko 0599 135236 0599135236 enyan nteze se so lazy hotel man for ko to kanye Santas run about wa bu se lazy hotel bi ho pe odo to brief for no eno anu no ukwa James mu be he kama babo enye helan ne mom Viva Nego tablet herbal technology for na diaba herbal supplement for pain relief ohonam taye yo ya sciatica pains knee pain kotodwe shoulder pain, waist and all types of pain. A yaw bi a wunya munamu bi ano pe Viva Nego tablet. herbal technology research no dia ba wa fa ye funa onum bi o ya akwada wo nka ho ye number ni ba bi eton aduro bia bi ho 02083377711 go call naka eta ho papa Viva Nego tablet pain relief 02083377711 na ye ko afi minmo grow fine men kan wasam cho wonu mato na untumi ni di onan no nsatai otitriti yase no nya yare bi ensu symptom na yare bi be ye wa ena yesa onum grow fa be pam on yare ni nyina bom ya di koko ni haban na aka bom di sa adwuma no grow fine herbal tonic be bia bi ho na ye ka so sa na mkrom onum grow fa ho ntan yare so ahoto ntem omo experience menstrual disorders, absence of menstruation, excessive bleeding ni bibia sanity look at that by Mamokum roundabout the Bank of Africa. Your number is 0244596532. Grow fine a year ya pe no makes you grow fine. Afi me fa boson from number for amra boson from Rural Bank Limited unya sika na de siem first can see baby keke. Your branches will be savings, current, fixed deposit, Susu savings account, special account, joint account, trust account, Susu loan, micro, overdraft, agric loan, bonanza, be a first this year at the investment, be everywhere, which might be toy shares, nibi, and become part of our growth and success. Your health office, no, as you can see, number 2. Esiwa, your Asafisa Operation Center, can see your adesima body sang go be quiet o tafom ron to o nyina be hu e-banking dial star 992 hash 50548 533050 number no 0548 533050 and 0243 600 002 0243 600 002. Okay babo
data
Mencha Mike fi Holland about.
Oh wow, my good friend Mike.
Palestra.
Mike Akwaba.
Baby June. Tino ya na.
Oh ya.
Maame Nyarkoh na Akwaba.
Esi Akwaba na Akwaba, yes. Mike dey so obadi ane chese. Bia dey.
So bia me exercise.
Obadi first thing say. Ye nyina obeju obi afuna ma.
Bia amrajim.
Esi amrajim.
Bia
exercise. Ya Mike Akwaba.
All right.
Home sweet home. Data. Me ba to headline we be person wutie nie na ewia me busa so oni mpako ne ya adwena odaroma inti no I say how can our stadiums be filled when the main actors are always found amongst gangsters, street rats and hoodlums? Years back our stars are only seen at the stadium. Coach Bashir Hayford identified the problems.
Osama can't be position that. I disagree with him.
Sure. Omwao.
Menka so bo. Menene nya adwene se di ntia e mango fongo se nyezi hu omunti.
Oso omu ye commonly seen. They will find where she player no. Na nipa wo sheshan be be o sakohe na o je na wo de kokore.
Na ndimezem je se Kofi Badu ni bokunti no omunti mantemu.
No what mantem ho
na omo mantem bo ni
mo se enwumre wudu Banchman Street mu a na boy si twi spelele last zakito si 11 am na ko she bi mom ko jango mo ni me ko ma chepe ya mo ko egusu
na you are not being fair because omo 34 no zango fo hu omo na nyam no omo na net because you were not close with them.
Ain't when who say hey would be see when mama kofo as you see them ti say your body cry na nipa da bia hu no
me de me nko ade me ntiase me nka se mo bia ntiase me nko ade na me ka o so me ye nkwala no me na me tso am na me ti ben Haruna Yusuf da bia na mu no da bia na mu no o go train me hu ka be fa na me hu enti tse ma me nko he no say
da bia o eno wo ho
da bia o say
who say eno wo ho ena say who say no because of baby a wunyini ye no need the people you bring up
so wunyini na polo your the example say polo no tinima na nko fo tinima
na nko fo ti ho
ba mu polo no
easy sa
say ana no se dem on bi
atama who say me
because we were far away. Baby, I not almost titty baby at tin near no moon shia.
Tama he. Yeah, near team of Centreso. Near ne Abajida Costa Neti.
And you know,
if you are United back at Tokono, you will hardly see him. When we say Oko train now, Banya
now go school.
And then easy sao.
The real issues are there. The real issues are there. Mamma we me from say Obi who and I know some play and also social media. And there's Ronaldo how many followers? Omun hu na ni mun tene boys da en church on ma mun kan. Tenu job mun go he no. Me say let's deal with the issues. Ni nya we mu no a. I say I am go kra asem bi say.
We susumpie. Oh, omun na kakra.
Now down sorry.
From who is here kakra.
I'm down sorry.
Ya ti se play bi so ya question dem akopena hwe no. We dey uficha ba bi a no ahia no.
Omo mte Manchester no me na omo asset trainer omo monde. Omo mte Manchester.
Unta hu omo sa bu
ko city center ne ho ahwan omo korie shopping to niema odo omo na mo na no hu video bi a ye be say ai number 2 na where pandit no.
Gary
Neville onam stadium our bank for Gary Neville no
man what do a legend what the baby no
let's deal with the issues.
Dama, winning the league is as unlikely as pigs flying. It's a remote possibility. Chances are very slim to none. To be honest, I think we have to push more for the FA Cup than the league. Coach Karim Zito. And Tama what baby Ojina. Say ahead of the FA Cup semi-final match this weekend. I say so here's in the league nekeka corner. Say Kotoko just 2 matches and they are FA Cup champions. And the biggest hurdle Chelsea. And this weekend we do focus on what nyina akoswa. Now we watch Chelsea. You are going to play against a Division 1 club. Of course, they can spring surprises there, but they know ebe was racing womo. And you know, as I say, focus no. I think I agree with Karim Zito. And when I make I will promise to say, menkwa dia kakotoko concentrate on the league, FA Cup no more than the league because of the nature of a league. The way it mean, you know, Titama, massive shake-up to hit House of Folk. The Lali Anku Adieme and Abubakar Watala to show the exit at the end of the season. Maswaknedu is just about 70% done. He was to be at the bench against Kotoko, but his team said no. Nti Tama, information I no pay. Abeto hono no. The media me pick crowd the Maswa the say he's almost done with House of Folk. Ped way anyway the me pick the production team they put it together and they say the MC a master in the house decided say they are going for him and only say our system anymore.
Thank you. Zach
and also able to up the back.
Na Zito asemno na echire madwene kakra.
Oh, Tama.
You see ordinarily nka coach ikasa say nanka the position of the club. I want to believe that this is not the position of Kotoko. Any personal, can be going. Otherwise, is it not intriguing? Say, Kotoko with 12 points at stake. Now Kotoko, difference of 3 points. For them to say, we will push more for the FA Cup. Clearly the league is more prestigious than the FA Cup.
Of course.
If you want to be quite certain, the league takes you to the Champions League, the FA Cup takes you to the Confederations Cup,
yes,
which is a lower second tier. So why would we? This is why I say, if you are on car say on league,
But between the two, no, see a baby no. So also or carrying the whole hair or na who near. Na who dey bet me at the league FA Cup na man as in league no.
When there's 12 matches, 12 points.
Why assessing the team no?
Where you have 12 points to go for. That young one go for the enemy man na
the key here
the key issue here is it the position of the team
or the coach?
Zakito, time I would all come any problem, but Zakito cannot ask that question.
I didn't.
Because when Ouattara say the ambition of House of Folk or the target for House of Folk was to avoid relegation, he took it to be said is the position of the club.
Because
Zito cannot say same, and then you come and say,
then
you are raising those questions.
He said that at a press conference of House of Folk. House did not object. Omanka said, Asama coach Nekano and Tessa. Now I'm saying this because maybe you don't know some maybe research be to see say they all can. Any team in the position pana. And I'm gonna say interesting because we have to find out first say what the coach is saying no. Any FN is saying any or more position pana because I know for a fact and when we come we'll go deep into it. I know for a fact say if you talk to the Kotoko people, the management and everybody, they say
sometimes it could also be a PR gimmick to almost how the supporters will react or to shift people's attention. There could be a lot of things.
All the points and all. Kotoko just wins the next game against Good Stars. And a different story.
Nations. Is it the attention to come back to nations?
Yes. One, nations, yes, they okay, no correct. But look at nations. Didn't you
come back here at Chawaman and Indian Comrade?
What you buy?
When you don't check it, come home. You look at as a Chawaman. As I can handle the look at. Don't look at Chawaman.
And they are Champions League nights. And at the front, I'm going to be any meeting come about. Arsenal by betting come actually be sound later. Oh, the them say now or shed no make a general statement about Arsenal. Say, because Arsenal cannot come from tactic challenges to now struggling to be in a top 4. Until now they are say we'll discuss this later.
I'm very happy.
But they fun to an
but mobile league table not so near.
Champions.
They say they might train you.
Champions League.
Are you able to talk about the EPL?
Oh, I'm so too.
Baby, I'm about you.
But
Arsenal is not struggling to be on the top 4.
No, like
Arsenal is not struggling. Arsenal still has a point difference of 3. How can you say he's struggling? And I'm who now to call best school in Ottoman. Obia, more top 4 than top 5. Arsenal 67 points. The also 64, 63, 63. What's the 67? Struggle.
No, they are
to be in the top 4.
They are bringing in because.
What's the second? Or they are struggling?
From a title.
From a graduate, when you do a tongue.
From a
struggle.
From a title contender.
Everywhere.
Now, second cry, I have a problem.
You have was a answer. What's the answer?
From title.
Now, admit that you are changing your words.
Oh,
now we are in Twasso. League will be about 35. My Tomian Quasi. Me pa coming to me can league as a mo. But I won't focus to crack. Focus. Oh, no, you'll be by a can. Awesome, last 12 on in Menuka come back, Mr. Yamuligo Namiko. Oh, Bon, what I don't know my to one as saying. Mr. Two, young Pastor or we never read. Babo had there 3 teams in a hurry. On my recall. I've almost bucket, and the school own our bucket 10 years. That's what do I mean. Almost bucket 37, 38, 39. So if your club is here,
second relegation for no.
Almost crowd is man say back or bufuzu you so attribute e be call. See. Obaya, I say Arsenal is struggling from Eddie. Also come from there.
No, their title contenders
to now, to now struggling to win play second.
and that is baby Omujan. Only you become one smith.
Well, that's what I'm going to
Yanko Champions
League. What do you because I'm fat.
Yanko. Hey. Yeah, so the third leg. Inter Milan na wa host to Barcelona. Over the UEFA Champions League. Let's remember the first leg ending in a 3-3 draw. Was Spain. Inter season no. It's a interesting hikakra because from treble to now, some they may declare league in Napoli as Okayache. So I'm sure if something Napoli win the Italian Serie A because Inter no more difficult fixtures are never done for them to hear. And you know, realistically, Inter hopes no for a trophy this season no now about the UEFA Champions League. If they want to win any trophy this season, the Champions League because the Serie A is over. Napoli will win their next 2 home games. Now at least see for a draw against Parma and they are done. Until the next 9 points now, Napoli just need 7 points to be champions of the Italian Serie A. Until realistically, we shall have there. Inter Hondeno, Dubuanano will be to focus on Champions League and get the trophy this season. The good news for them, and it's they've passed Lautaro Martinez fit. Say and there, Obe started alongside Thuram. Ewe ni more no. Benjamin Pavard Otie someone that maybe he may start from the bench because no recovery no any as strong as Lautaro Martinez there no. No Pavard will start from the bench. Now be Besek, Acerbi and Bastoni as the 3 back. Then the usual middle 5 now from left wing, right wing, and the middle 3 no. The usual players now Omunya start. No Bia is available to play. For Barcelona yesterday, Flick confirmed say Lewandowski is fit to start from the bench. And Tebeye still around Ferran Torres starting as the number 9. Then maybe then Lewandowski come from the bench to come and help the team as the game goes on. And I am so certain about Barcelona and they say they will concede. As much as they are scoring, they are very strong attacking. Among weakness power are defending. They concede a lot of chances and they are conceding goals. And go back and look at their journey in the Champions League. Away match Samabo in the Champions League and you see same too. They lost 2-1 to Monaco. That was their first game. I'm going to say Rest Belgrade 5, but they considered 2 against Rest Belgrade. They took 2 times against Benfica. So 2 times now Benfica. I'm considered 4 goals against Benfica. This is in away game in the Champions League. And Omeshia Dortmund twice in the Champions League. So too, up conceded 5 goals in the 2 games they played against Borussia Dortmund. Bako now a 3-2 win in Signal Iduna and I'm calling you 3-1. In 2 games against Dortmund, they conceded 5 goals. So if you concede 5 goals in 2 games against Dortmund, if you concede 4 goals in 2 games against Benfica, you concede 2 against Rest Belgrade. Now consider 2 against Monaco. Are there Inter a one strong as sad team senior any benefit? Inter are better in terms of a more front line than Dortmund, than Benfica, than Rest Belgrade, than Monaco. So Barcelona on the road in the Champions League, one thing is certain, they will concede. And they are playing against Inter Milan, who in terms of attacking options are better than all the teams that Barcelona faced this season on the road in the Champions League.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That's why we're scoring. Inter no almost goals in case, so just that they don't concede.
No, my
or have
is,
they scored many goals like that?
Yes, they are scoring. And my argument is they have better attacking players than Dortmund. Dortmund team, we Guinea, Gracie, who else? And Gracie, you can't compare him to Lautaro Martinez. Martinez is better scorer than him.
But not in the Champions League this season.
So you are looking at them as a complete players.
He's a top scorer.
And we are looking at them as a complete players. Because and then so say you say who team na Lautaro ni Gracie in here. Who will you go for? You go for Lautaro Martinez.
It's a Champions League, yeah.
Maybe because Champions League, okay, no. One and there are few Nkwana Odi can was no, but in all,
Mr. Zakito say why not there in a few idea.
Yeah, but I'm looking at them as a player. What they've done, they want more as players. And sorry, Martinez number I can was this year. until this stage not on start Champions League who say coach need take a decision no ma ayi Mary Tarami and start alongside anything Turam into until omudu sa stage you na Omar Lutaro starting he wasn't starting no sure man rest in Champions League no about Mary Tarami it's maybe the reason why the goals no tally no ever form a few in the Champions League but all I'm saying is that Lutaro Turam and the other guys are support now this team will be more dangerous than that attackers now. Basa are facing the Champions League now. Or concede all those goals, you know. On that, as make him, they are going to play against Inter Milan terms too. In over 2 years in they've not lost at Giuseppe Meazza in the Champions League when at home. The worst results of Mania are drawn 3 times at Omabo draw, and so wins, you know, include last 2 seasons 1-0 Inter. Share the same opponent Barcelona and so no now even though that was a great stage game I was 1-0 and so no this is where they are standing number 2 Barcelona a record away games in semi-final Champions League and good we go say semi-final of the Champions League away games a very good record so only in their entire history semi-final Champions League or a year away, they've won only twice. And anytime, more times now, somebody about Champions League finals. It is our 6 now finals no mabono. Qualification, do no results are Omunyano Camp Nou, but not the results of Omunyano away. Because out of 11, 12, 15 away semi-final games in Champions League, so to win only 2. They've lost 11 and I'm about to 2. So what this statistics HN say Barca 6 times I'm about Champions League final no because of their results at Camp Nou but not the away results no muta enya no. Also as far as results we now to compare Inter form in the last 2 years it was San Siro in the Champions League. One thing is very clear some Barca will concede but adeba Barca here almost a few my say me enyim film in the manner in which almost they find the goals because make say Benfica share 40 no almost share 6 anything Benfica and I mean come one side ninja one side no when Benfica were scoring 4 against Barcelona they scored 6 against them when Dortmund scored 5 against them they find a way to score 4 against Dortmund rest are also 2 almost share 5 in the and when Monaco was scoring 2, they found a way to score 1. They always find a way to also score. Lamine Yamal, Ferran Torres, Lewandowski, and Rafinha. They will find a way and get the goals also over there. It is also one thing is very clear. Okay. They will concede that is Barcelona. And at this time, Inter mistake here in the first leg. I'm saying as I scored that early 2 quick goals, you know, Bonnie or Monday. They thought, oh, we can still enjoy the game at away to Barcelona. And as a Bonnie on Monday, Emma Barcelona Ebamu with that individual first goal from Lamine Yamal. But then, if you allow Inter to score those goals now, they will close the game up. They will defend and make sure they get the qualification. With Inter's record at home, winning 13. Of their last 16 home games at Giuseppe Meazza. And again, a very strong record against Spanish opponent. Very, very strong record against a Spanish opponent. And a very strong home record against Barcelona. They've ever lost just 1 at home to Barcelona. You are going for Inter to score, Barca to score, but Inter will score more and qualify at the end of 90 minutes.
Okay. Over. That's our Champions League, no man. That is why the bagana had the Biana me boy and penny for Nechi. Also, you read the system. Now, one analyze the system, no loopholes our system, no. Then you go in for a new mouse sound system, no boy. I'm a game now more exciting. I entertaining. Now, at me, I catch it. New audience and attention. No to match here be born in was San Siro.
Imagine if Senka away go rule no eda so ye adwuma. Me sure say the level of excitement ye nyina yete ye gidi say match in be man ke besesa kakra. Because with Inter Milan having 3 away goals DM2 definitely ka unkoye end to end staff nko open up bebre. You'll be more strategic in your approach. Kebeche say even a 1-1 draw for Barcelona and Pono means they are still out of the competition. But to shade any year, why the away goal rule was introduced? No, you for fun transfer said there be a grow a year reasons here the bias and your money in a trip mono. They decided to take that one out, and yes, it was to taking it out. Keko, they were monitoring the comments of the fans. Chitafone can away go na game ni nyede. And my second leg near some star BM2, they've taken it out and look at the kind of entertainment you expecting it this evening. Because with that way go rule, no because I could be home no question one goal crams to no I could even first game na kasa wa share one goal no crown. What me generate no person the pon. But now, even after you scored one in an away game, you still have to open up and engage the opponent in an end-to-end stuff. And your managers, baby, don't want and first game produced 6 goals, 3 wah and a 3 wah, and then all managers need to open up because without a win, anything like a draw behind here twaso, you need a win to get a qualification. 90 minutes. No, what was any call for no money? We started the Champions League. We were talking about the new Champions League format. But let's go to the conversation proper. But Macy's a blessing for Barcelona because on 2 different occasions they've managed to qualify from the semi-final of the Champions League on this particular day. On 2 different matches. Back to the away goal 1-1 draw bi omne Chelsea ko boy okay say Iniesta short bi no boy na esesa the conversation for club FN Barcelona. But going into this game, on say Inter for ni benya the fans from Madrid near Atletico. Then Barca for no benya AC Juve for because Italian league has been missing from the Champions League list in a very long time since 2009-2010. And also in Timin Casa Asemono. So I am commoner Juve Be Muache Papa in terms of winning it. AC Milan since 2005. And Inter last time was with Jose. Simone Inzaghi is trying to get them back to the top. But against Hansi Flick, Barcelona is going to be interesting. But born and Casa say nebe. Lineup there on say the possible lineup in our brain. Na Osha the usual 3-5-2 system na expected from Inter Milan, and which is what on the screen here looks like a Lotero and Marcus Thuram and a lead the attack no with Nicola Barella na wenya Chalanoglu wenya Mkhitaryan na wenya Dimarco ni Denzel Dumfries mo the wings for club by friend Inter Milan. Now, to any team be about a 3-back system, one of the major positions are defining your matches the role of your wing backs. Wing backs, money to say, and on your first game now, Denzel Dumfries, boy, he was the man of the match. And on the other side, which is the left side, Ebrana Lamine Yamal tormented Dimarco, no. The coach had no other option than introduce Augusto into the game because na honey you intinifa fast one year Jumano. At some point in time you to or surge forward or active follow to the attack of Inter. Na Benkumo Brepa, he was tormenting Dimarco and Oshaya Angles are Basa go ni free by an operator from the left side of Inter Milan's wing back, which was Dimarco. Hona mostly build up and start free and sort of finish and also in the penalty box. Now elsewhere for Barcelona, can win backs here Jumain. Omo be share or battle no pa Ebe the fullbacks and the natural wingers. Unfortunately for Barcelona, this season, Mrantia, omuye unsung heroes in the Barcelona system. Because yeche Barcelona team no towards a sia near mobile pen paper so mumbodia. But to a dear man for Bopano, Ubeti Pedri, Frankie de Jong, Danny Olmo didn't team the FIFA Mukaka, not so much. Rafinha, Lamine, and Robert Lewandowski. But Baldi and Kunde are my fullbacks for Barcelona. The kind of performance I'm put up this season, it has been so solid for them. Just that amount for attention and come also. But unfortunately for Barcelona, angle back come the season Inter from doing their job. No, sa angle ne mrantia no my consistent. I may deliver their mom almost the entire season. Emma Barcelona enya headache on these two critical positions. No, both of these players are out of the game. Intiene Eric Garcia and Gerardo Martins, which I think seems to is going to be a key element in the conversation. With the away goal route taken out, a festival of goals, I think it's a game that both teams coming to the party. Our money ball to attend them. Similar to over 2.5. Send you see Bakuna. I will not be surprised. Okay. But this is what I think. Inter at home. Moto. Inter at home gives you a different flavor.
So you are going for Inter.
And that flavor, no, Moto. And Maame GD say Inter look like the cider. Me trust anymore. Me dem anu see no. Barcelona this season have benefited a lot from their high line. On so yeah, I know I got offside. Oh yeah, I know I got offside. But so to it's a BB the Barcelona here say be ban there. E be sad there na ya born si flick about which is the high line. No? That exceptional arrangement, you know, in defense or no. That is what I think will lead to their defense. I see Inter Milan exploiting the high line of Barcelona and punishing them in a 2-1 scoreline, Mr. 2.
Okay.
Morning.
Yes, sir.
And he will give show. Born a bedding. Na a gamer. So what can do now with two teams now? It's even possible to give the bit extra time. And the one wouldn't have that gentleman could now TV cheap. Give the quite cheap. Omo support to Barcelona ni Inter omo be sweaty. Reason is simple. Senka you stage say ya to omo players are tiredness is setting. Because omo about a lot of games. And the coaches try to manage players no. Omo entwe nso bebre mfrom mu. Obeso hu how our coaches mienu atake game na. Yen over the weekend games no mienu boy no. Barcelona ebo Valladolid. Inter ebo Verona. 22 players no mo start last week Champions League game no. Make 22 11 for Inter, 11 for Barcelona. Emu 3 pe and a weekend games now mienu boy no Inter Verona, Barcelona, Valladolid almost started. Barcelona started Gerardo Martin and then Pedri. Inter Milan started only Jan Besek. It's for Barcelona. Other 9 players no almost started game against Inter Milan no. Almost rest even though at a point Nelson de Lamine Yamal or so de Rafinha ever giving him. Inter Milan on the other side there. Apart from Jan Besek. One to be na game no Bobby. Aka say omuni yabababo ene game no to omabre. Eno kire say ene game na 2 teams ni kwa kobo no. Players no with the energy to play. Results some person more achieve no or more the strength to achieve the results. There is something funny about this game. And Champions League ya deba kwa mzotu untimin to the history and the records around the Champions League away. Maybe Kanka said this year Champions League no you use the 97 calendar. And you debo this year Champions League no. Say one says 97 calendar na you use 97 year Champions League final no. Near Bono Munich. 2025 yɛbɔ Champions League final yɛsɛ ɛbɔ ne Munich eti nyɔma esi 1997 no yɛntumi ntu saa nyɔma no nyinaa nkone da ɛnyɛ possible ɛsa na ɛnyɛ Champions League no ɛyɛ dɛ ɛsi nyɛ baako bi am soto ɛdam ɛyɛ ne 97 ne bɛkɔ eti sɛ si ɔfa semi final na Arsenal, PSG, Barcelona, Inter Milan ɛnyɔma mienu 97 final yɛnya Juventus, Borussia Dortmund from Germany, Juventus from Italy. This time around you need any German team in the semi-final but one Italian team in the semi-final. Say you semi-final games in there any China area na bema boada you konya ebia Arsenal, Barcelona, PSG, Barcelona say you write off the 97 history. Wa winning Champions League yes na Champions League history kire ti me say me kire say yentimi nkonkobo Champions League final no Munich biem two teams na ball final in 1997 no countries o mu free mizoto yenye obi represent wo mo Germany out Italy da so ho iti records ne kire say based on the C97 no nya one team from one of these countries and a favor Inter Milan TRDB Inter in their history when it comes to the Champions League and the European Cup too omo lose a semi-final game e wo home da Inter lose a semi-final game e wo home da 1963-64 omo she Borussia Dortmund 2-0 San Siro 64-65 omo she Liverpool 3-0 1965-66 omo Real Madrid ball 1-1 1966-67 omo CSK Sofia e ball 1-1 71-72 omo Celtic ball 0-0 1980-81 Inter she Real Madrid 1-0 2002-2003 omo AC Milan ball 1-1 2009-2010 omo she Barcelona 3-1 and the last semi-final before this semi-final was 2022-2023 omo she AC Milan 1-0. It's Inter in their history when it comes to Champions League semi-final omo lose game e wo mo home enti entokwana Barcelona akoka no entokwana no odin enye ntokwa mizotu ano omre edema club friends Barcelona say offer Barcelona as a football club if there is one country results in favor when it comes to European football Italy 24 games in Italy their winning percentage is 21% against Italian opposition. You know two teams in Mukakremi how they will set up their team and reason why is to a man game no very crucial and areas are you feel say teams in stand a chance of winning the game. So for Inter Milan team now is a new to be how Inter Milan set up 3-5-2 Barcelona in a 4-3-3 system. Inter in their 3-5-2 system, the strength of Inter Milan 3-5-2 system is their transition. How are Mizoto omo beat opposition in press with their quick play. Osa kobo highliner Mizoto esabe advantage ma Inter Milan. It's a game near Dahono. Barcelona will not change their star. Mino Hansi Flick since Mizoto obey a top level coacher. Whether coaching Bayern Munich another current Barcelona team. So a couple game will be no a sacrificing a high line, unsacrificing that. We take the risk. And make sure say o close to the pitch and my pitch near to amount. It's a team when you are playing against them. Now also build up over for each other. They press you a lot because when themselves be too more press now, they are in danger. A team will consider because of how they play. But Barcelona found so no babo. Nam so to be 5 goals. Almost nim so betin show 6. Na you game na 5-6. It's a risk na mo take no enye ho ma omo. Teams omo na omo bo nyina this season in Europe. Yes, pa Atletico Madrid. Inter Milan is a different side. So what's your first leg now? Watch Inter 2 goals out of the 3 no share no. First one, Marcos Thuram there no. Second one, Dumfries there no. Inter quick attack when you attack Inter Milan team no. And there is one player who is so instrumental to Inter quick play when they are breaking your high line, and that player is Nicolo Barella. So what's your first leg now? He was instrumental. And Adeba Nicolo Barella wo. Amzoto even other Inter Milan midfielders nini any composure. It was dangerous areas. Se Barella jibwa mzoto onso. How can Beje no hoba pro Mkhitaryan will try to run. Barella there, he will try to control the tempo of the game. Make sure say Inter Milan players will run to positions are a bit favor Inter Milan. They know start to distribute ball no. Now for Barcelona so method now, this is where the problem is. Say Barca bought Frankie de Jong, Dani Olmo, Pedri, omo lucky defensive skill kakra. Barcelona mfa because Barca believe say how to defend as a team and yeah individual play a collective play. Nti yenyina yekɔ ne yekɔ akɔ press a ɛno ne Barcelona form of defending. But so we should Barca method na because omo lucky defensive still omo method no, it gives a certain advantage to Inter Milan, especially with Mkhitaryan and Nicolo Barella. Their late runs, omo long ball distribution, crossfield passes. And then the Barcelona team so to in danger, but they are find a way to cut one area Inter strength when they are attacking. Machine Inter Milan team now this season, and one game we used to the right side of the attack very well was against Barcelona because throughout this season Inter strength when they are attacking on the left side. DiMarco, Baksoni, our addition to their three back or both from the left side of their three back. These are players they like to surge forward, torment opposition defenders. So we should be say Baksoni on his day. Sometimes we will create midfielder. Now we on your center back. Maybe what do the Okohi? How DiMarco runs a creative space, Edema Baksoni, to make runs because he's a good passer of the ball, to find the players. So clearly, won't be taking the credit away from Simone Inzaghi based on the Juma Waye our club reference Inter Milan. Barcelona on the other side, when it comes to individual player, you two a one Barcelona war advantage. Maame Nyarkoh. Ya bobo ni nyina tactics bibia team player ye Juma no. You do certain stage you need individual players so mo be sorry to win games for you. Yes, Inter were more there in Lautaro Martinez. But Lautaro Martinez is not like Maame Nyarkoh, a player who can take on players, reduce numbers. And yes, Anna Lautaro tie. The importance of Maame Nyarkoh to this Barcelona team, ever short to Inter BM in the game, no. Inter will not find their strength over the left side of either their defense or the attack. America can DiMarco and the Baksoni. They will still use their right. It's ne Dumfries Beba. Anyone wants to do you know similar scorers. I won in the first leg. Obi say Marcos Thuram shegu. Obi say Dumfries shegu. Obi say Maame Nyarkoh shegu. But there is one dangerous thing, and I don't know. Sesana Barcelona bekon there. The return of Lewandowski. I'm not for who say a blessing for Barcelona, but a blessing for Barcelona, especially in this game. And they say Lewandowski game no is not about movement. Until say Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres is a runner. He tried to pick spaces. Lewandowski, yes sir. Lewandowski would stand, no only defend that prey. When it comes to one-on-one marking, now say attack a winning spacer. Ye center back so more asasi so. Near ke come more money ya. Francesco Acerbi. Or the Haaland in the Champions League final. Wama Haaland and Mobi. The City were struggling to locate Haaland. It was our giving him. In this game, I think it's better for Barcelona to start Ferran Torres than play a friend say Robert Lewandowski. But because of Lewandowski pedigree in the competition, experience or war, and how successful are in the Champions League, who your coach are? Lewandowski. By starting Lewandowski becomes an advantage for club experience in Inter Milan because the battle with Achebi need them to. I know how Achebi plays, especially when you chi and the goal post na san what time abebo asha. You will not have a full day with player friends Achebi. It's a one game am to a very exciting. 90 minutes 2-2. 90 minutes 2-2. Extra time 4-2 Inter Milan.
Uncle said extra time Inter Milan win. 9 years simple. 4-2. Only 2-0 Maame Nyarkoh more or 2-0. And I know a free.
Ever walk or 7 no.
Okay. 2-2 4-2.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Yabefi no. Yabefi. Commander. Mobia. Commander, league near FA Cup the number.
If you 2 now.
Then I'm going to see.
Oh, for now, dear. Because the FA Cup, they can make us a FA Cup.
Zakito.
Because
Zakito.
The Maame can it and it's
coach now 7 paying for next one.
Oh, they've been paying for neck. So no, I'm not doing now. But you're paying for
Zakito.
But
Zakito. Commander.
That about the Maame can say, oh, yeah, FA Cup and I cut 2 matches now. League game, I cut 4, baby. I had done. I cut 3 points interval. You're new for league in this. You need to. This is the last time I can say.
Next all end said the Kotoko bed said the Manchester United say league in the Omari in Tomo J you know. Europa Cup.
They have been Friday and United and why. But they need to league in this because still I didn't open. You hear nations crying a Ibebo. One Akala out of fire. Baby, I do be a baby, I will be a dear.
Is a similar coach in the county?
Yeah, many coach in the yard. Say, see a bit focus by attention, Panko FA Cup also. Because they
never cup any league in your pool.
And I mentioned,
I said, the old child, dear moi. I chimpe, Bintino. We dear, a league in only FA Cup, no more.
But every chance say. So we shake the matches now, and I have baby what chance say ye Gino. I knew beer and privy. Go coach in the Obeji League. That's a beer, Yamin Fasa.
They will say, Obesoy honest between the league and the FA Cup. Obe pushing more for the FA Cup.
Okay. Because I didn't a I didn't say a bench.
Maame Nyarkoh quick one, Media and Como 11:29. At least we have some time. And now, same see Techiman. Emma Criety and the referee, a friend of Fred. Seminar, seminar. My and I discuss. Say, Waji team back with Carbon about draw. Team Najan Sika. No, yeah, Techima Heroes and 11 Wonders neighbor. Tiane Bequin Gideon, 1 year, Okasama Techima Heroes. And Mose Bequin at design.
I don't be you now, sir.
Yeah, Mona Moyiri referee no.
But media, no some more Techima Heroes, you know, Nana Ebo. And
as a Mona Moyiri no.
The part of young was Abraneda, Abrasium.
Now, one boss Abraham, right there, boy, Mudian here. Gideon.
Abadi, Mamma was an Amincia, whatever no Tiruna. And we are back near Monday 26. Techima Heroes, I'm your communication director. Yen and Rana Ebo. And she sent out the team, and the president, home to be an sure the security of match officials before, during, and after. Home team as on that. And generally, United Guafremo, Ebo Hopra. Now, Germany, they are telling us, and we are working. I have friends in Seminar. No matter what done, I was taking out Namia Park. Any offering you see what children, I'm a bit to say. There are still some referees for Ghana football, man. Ghana football couldn't only be a baby. I'm more episode to do no. We play another song almost. And now, Samina, yes, you go. I'm managing ye. What now you say, you know? The who you say the bank roller. Every man you are in the moon for you for level on this. I am in your preoccupation. If you start swimming, every in a perimeter.
Your friend is saying,
Buba, sir. Now, oh, yeah, that's my Buba senior, that's my man.
Yeah, Madame Buba, sir.
Well, that's a time. Now,
Autistic Park and so.
Our Autistic Park and also Apple. And then the technical team will catch you. This is not how they play. But another moment they are going to differently. And they should act again. If not, or better magnify. So
I know you're not because now me.
I'm not Maame.
Now I'm just all Casatro nothing, Zama no can.
Oh, that was it. Because now I'm a performance, you know. He wasn't okay with it. It's years ago, no. I know, of course, and that was what happened.
Okay.
Toma, or no more Jano Babayano, and at the 12 level on this, at T1 Muka. Julia, I'm not taking a possible, and this is my. And I work with some not due treatment here. Now, a quarter of the man, a use. Actually, the papa attack on one show me card. The who Yana said, yeah, me for that. I want to now first goal of the game, Edema Heroes. What you red card, every action during the first half. They be trying to take us some of the piano kaya. Rapid seminar, and nice and pepper piano can't say, we're going to I can't remember what you for. Okay, fine. When you're ready to work on your young twasso. And now, Jama, one you bury. The bury on the card, you place in a dressing room. And I'm a psycho, they won't be no young for Miami. And I told you. And to be perfect dressing room, no. Then you go home and your dressing room, the bank. Much official, no changing room. And the director, before you understand, about 50 policemen armed. And the police, and you you know, one more entrance. And then we say, yeah, boy, now what is happening? And the police for the Yano, and got the entrance of the changing room of the match officials. I don't be catching and say, oh, Buba see, and the Mikaba be match officials say, Amofa is a Canadian and Famano. Now, what? How?
What day?
And I made the play a free stadium. And the person stayed down the Quatina Gamu, yet not come outside the stadium. It took us about more than 1 hour, 30 minutes. And then they say, please, one, a match officials and a few Modeko. And the change and say, after the magic can you know, one more everything I could be a song hearing.
And Omuji Scano.
Yeah, Omuji Scano,
and you know that for a fact, say, Omuji Omusika. Now, that Scano was Scano saying.
Sikani, allegedly, yes, the Chima. Be specific on that, but never make clear. And he said, they paid the referee before they even came to the man, and they added a certain amount of money.
But only the exact amount of money.
I can't best say, and even the enemy can acquire allegedly because I didn't.
Then how can I allegedly say? There be the amount sent I give you amount sent allegedly, no.
That is the
10,000, you know.
Yeah, 10,000. Allegedly they say 10,000. They can't come over almost 20. They can't. And I give no money and say no more paint, you know, chairman. That was what happened.
Nasa Matis 11 wonders. Oma qualify we ana.
Oma qualify we actually be 9-12 points.
E dina omo de sa win na ye den a. Ebe mo ma ko tu esika za anti what will be the reason, the justification for that amount to be paid?
Toma, who did this? Nadinchebuni. What was why recently in Ghana football, one, it was a winner. Drop got 31 heroes. Yako playoff. Yako buy, you know. That's why Akobo top 8 after was yanya bat any ade and about the current former within Techima Hano yanya beka say oh yanya was before even the beginning of this particular league yanya was when I'm paso and Techima level one that's na team no almost your team on the plan second Techima they see and full say Techima football is all about them and now when you have a vibrant leader like Bubasi how you see saying a challenge in the
okay.
Okay. And see, I didn't have tension. When level one that is playing against Techma Heroes, a crucial game. When Techma level one that is playing against Techma Liberty Youth, our Techma, a crucial. So that has been the system, our Techma. And you know, what the idea? So I qualify.
Mamrasi, I'm saying, Yanni, confirm myself, asem na etete na si ampa ba for na je see here na o see anti na for me na na ada na mo video no ade video no we bo me video no kakra na for me ba for nyu na me nko commander na say so mo de nsam tuto no so atoto no so do ba first of all di kan ka so ni coach Zito ya adwene say Kotoko should push for the FA Cup.
Miss Mini coaching.
Oza.
Me the end crowd make a promise.
Eza.
We share matches na kan. Any omo contest now. I think Kotoko will best concentrate on the FA Cup.
You know why the issue of concentration in whom baby free ba? This is not like elsewhere where others over Wednesday no about Sunday no you. Question there is so much jam on some FA Cup. Yeah, Molly. So what's the meaning of concentration? You pussy for. You pussy for. No, me muzam question. I had the mobile FA Cup and no be artificial. Mobile league and near FA Cup near him. So what are you pushing for?
But some of the video number say we are over here.
Me now me pants answer. Who pushing for the end? Question there will be a Kodare Kotoko and Chelsea. So why are you pushing for one?
Into Kotoko concentrate. Now offer a hoarding in our
push more for one.
No,
against the other. Coach number of you should will push more.
Because Kosedan Kwan the game.
A chess say Omoboko said that the area you will not push more. Oh, God, there be men to Sanasa. A bro way comprehension. Or say to be honest. Or her competition in me, you want to push more. And you do also be pushing more.
A
comparative here. Obe pushes. Obe pushing more.
I want to
league now and where you more every hole.
League never
anyway.
What's the time I said, Obako said that we now we are Kotoko. Now what me
as a league, you never near FA Cup.
Of course,
the FA Cup, the whole thing, Kensington go for Kansas at now. In England, Arsenal has won the FA Cup more than any team. As we go among my league, the FA Cup, then you're going to league. It's more to you. The league is a bigger stuff.
What I say, my back no habit. Why so I do not see. We didn't go to supporters in the Bimono. Omufu say club never had the Confederation Cup more than Champions League.
With regards to the current squad,
and also another angle.
Oh, some Mako Stadium, Zagidi Bogidi. I resist a issue here. Kotoko supporters are no Mujinaho. Kakan say, Asama Zagidi
Champions League,
yes, and that day, no more castle. That day, I bought Champions League semi final games. No, it's a moment opportunity here be who standard norms. You team media, you could get any more Champions League. You could do baby. It is Sadia, Yanko FA Cup, no, Yanko Confederation Cup.
There's a team no argument.
So, tell me, Chanasi, indeed, within Kotokomuno, you won't conform fool say. So, I'm going Confederation Cup, a chance of Mokoko Champions League.
Someone said more so.
It is a commanders who are the same stand.
Fire standard you could take me for instance, doing a double now in your league never. but say okay players here who say ya standard nin do
confederations
no credit because where your players no bet me abo but where other in the clubs in the
na say na dey their confederations wa mundimi
oh no how there till the way players come
and that is the biggest problem they don't recently
no that be the see the quality football they are playing there recently the Ghanaian club or call confederation Dreams FC omu I think semi-finals
yes so to me calling but them
let me help
you Champions League no say me players here kuta isi so aka say me meet me players be 5 aka say on do mo Champions League na o meet me abon
one more
obi ti say ofa ye two goalkeepers asare ne Samba
Champions
any Camara ofa Samba ofa Ablo on the on sa players na bia Blay any Abetamwa omo so do mu kodun so mo ba o betimi because wa ma but omo aka betimi abata no say make say omo no dey ti America say so we say standard na
so you betimi
yes omo dey any wo soro
now 5 on betimi abodi I say no bebo
no but say okay say me mo mu dey in your Champions League na fine you for
Champions League Champions say yes start here bebre na ebo
on betimi aboba
o ba ko animu ni
ya boy you free your boy
na say na o qualify bebo na o ba ko yi
na me say sa go for the sa boy ni betimi
ba me bia you go because eventually a Champions League na person and the corner cut so every
let see you have good stages one target na make it so we are no process and what the
today
that come na say
today Simba
say the Zito can
today Simba
team position
Simba in the final of the Confederations Cup dia omo continuous kwa
and then Sundowns say and go for ya no mo yo mo say
you have what come be hu untrefia na wako one day be o say
before we need the 3 unu the number of times I'm quite
you understand and say what was that now even Dreams example na o no you see Africa no look at say here dey you know for the ain't be don maybe ya but west and east for the omon say Ghana whatever team that goes from Ghana because west and east omon say and the Dreams in Mediama say here no one say omo here because they had a lack of the draw
service na beto here
lack of the draw omo here and say in their way on their way say stages no omo anko no for bi basa east and west dey omo say Ghana da omo the team bia e be free akobia so konya sa anko for na obe qualify yes and that no so key
and no kra no it depends on the opponent Zakito because why Confederation Cup yo moboya even a sec mo kra no mo ntimi anko final no na show mo standard na sometimes ubeti anko
come e no
oh yes
a sec den check otoko
oh we Dreams mo dey na we go to say Dreams team no
na
Dreams or the Dreams Medema as akode ode Simba example Dreams 1 year wakoi zoto obeko bi ma just 50 years time oh 50
I won't say 50 and not 5 50 say okay Dreams o meet my league
liberty ko Africa no ezo moy
guntia
say no ko fa Simba no so tell me say no ko fa Simba no eti Dreams dey no zoto untimi nyina once
in this asokra kobi
achieve dey see here untimi nyina one season bia Dreams ko bo semi final ka say eluti Ghana clubs here dey
no men can say
no me
mau and it's a fact that who the go and check hwekotoko
I don't say omo bi omo fa no kura ntira
hwekotoko has and the recent things that Mark Africa na bia na nyina ye bia team na abon mu bia no early stages draw no one corner of Onyano east and west in fact say so munya sa areas na dia they are going to go for and qualify to the any mono no
I know create teams na number 1
so we don't tell nka
but the advantage
team no dey adwuma wo ho pa adwuma nza mi utum
it's only Zito ya adwuma
ewo the on choose
you push more for the FA Cup at Chain League na
say on say zasam Kotoko boss Sunday against Chelsea.
That's a big match.
Yes. Oshawako final. We are not about 12 league as well.
No, son of Pache.
But what them going? We are not about 12 league in so. na abo ama bibia ama bibia timi akoyi ama
sana na coach
aha enti
dabi uti bro
se on select ba ko de
on tay
the sara no party ba bia na o ma edit ba sara coach
but
I don't know if free nya ha the part of free baby ba
enti I think say on say Kotoko team na nkasa no. So unya abotre hwe team na moto the last 10 matches a lot of holes na expose with team no. To grab a team no pa. Right back ho say after say Lord Amu prayer no. Kotoko nya
anya na guy bi ba obechi go na nze no.
Oh no. I'll say back we na say I see it trust. Lord no ma consistency. Ajetenant me ama consistency. Obeye ba akumienu bi na tekoy.
Boy bi no free instructor man buy no oy.
On we proud
to the end of the season. Kote. Akoye surgery kra. Enti nifa faso ono so pra.
To be to aso fire no di cry.
Enti adwuma de otim no ho.
Players ogum tiana na.
Moto enti ese nyoma sesa. But on say Zito will be pardoned for a lot of things but the FA Cup. Hong Kong dem so.
No, they can't give excuse.
A league ne there. Enti say of course. Oh, they won't say Zito no. Okay. Wabeto so was 7. Enti ese otimi prove your point. Enti against Chelsea difficult match. Difficult game, but he need to come to the party.
The league.
So about draw. Na say na ba ko ne say. Doctor no say has. So say oh.
Last year so on away last.
League.
Ebo ni nyina Kumasi o. Accra on share no order. Democracy no debate.
We don't know say what how. On the house on Maame Nyarkoh.
Ya ni Kumasi ase.
Prosper.
Ovezi to kase mu nyina after the game. Say na ye game anu so. And utiete Kotoko supporters na. Zuto fire we winning against Aduana. But nebi munye satisfied about the team performance. Has game there, Zuto, and they pressure bar has. They say pressure supporters in the board no. And then pressure get to because shit born Sunday, even though any Kotoko has standard that you need when it comes to Kotoko has games. Teams in no share no more than ball from, but they know what Sapphire has.
So,
one game maybe.
Has team in there. Has team in there.
One game maybe. Team need to me. I want to me swing about 5 passes in Mumu.
Oh, massa,
so be a strategy.
And I'm so we are striker. We are striker. We wait to imagine park so 90 minutes. We now become both. Pass bia striker benya bia no. You body boom. You body boom. Now the defender cost struggle. So what the mention I say. Eti Zito passes are testing because of the draw. And as I said, Mzoto, psychologically, that's what ye team not tension if you league in the Sukaka.
Yeah.
Not to say so in your league, no. Not to say so in your league now on you.
Yes.
But Omama will say at this stage, winning the league is more difficult than winning the FA Cup. And I say no. On no also got top pressure, man. Sunday on it, Chelsea no. Zutu. Do or die.
But you can. It be very difficult. Say, pardon Zito, and even the Kotoko IMC.
FA Cup,
yes, FA Cup. On say a 100 year.
I didn't.
On say decision now Kotoko IMC ni take here. No, at the end of the season, I say Kotoko nye BB. Edi siwo edi kase waiting a my do sabri take his decision.
Every cup all out.
Even if not, there should be a trophy. But this should say league ne no. You have to look at other teams ne matches on the ball. But FA Cup ne wo say no Kotoko baby any. So Kotoko do the final of the FA Cup before going to baby which is Sunday washe. No about dreams, no washe dreams, still keeping the 3 points gap. Na mpoko baby any mpo na amfa. Oh, be fear na chita for no more pressure be because there's still the FA Cup final. How many bet me akoso. but if you are out of the FA Cup na league na bia akopie mo ba bia ni na amfa no ba eja gidigidi na wo de ba ebe hia wo
you change the coach.
Exactly. So you need something to add it. Say Ogun clearly to the kind of resource ni bi onya o league ni makotko league na eje no. Oboa kwan bi baba na eje bi.
Yes, Ogun kept the team in the FA Cup and left at the time the team was still competing for the league.
Competing at a difficult stage because you see here even if Kotokone Heart of Lions.
Let's get 3 point difference.
No.
Because Kotoko enka league ni ho because of Sadro no Kobo Sunday. I'm telling you.
Obeke 1 point to Accra against us. I know na mo any league. You lost to Nations. That was our region. Draw with the team at home, and one more lose league to the house. One
opportunity because they're not normal preno. A quarter of has in Calcutta, we need Anka money nations at 1 point. Yes,
and I has the environment getting that is by the
number one nations send the Kotkoni nations near the same points and nations are jelly.
Yes, because they have
a better head to head than Kotoko. So Kotkone Heart of Lions, Debbie. Kotkone Heart of Lions, in every at the same points. Heart of Lions are the league.
I have been Mounsy to us.
Or better head to head than Kotoko. They say, dear Mo, a Muda cry because losing be pre-league. No, only 6 points over you are. What 6 no, just 6. Only be pre-league. No, you have 4 points over you are. Yes, or no, you have 4 points advantage over you. And it's our 2 points now. Ne dahona eka se sia nations the no Heart of Lions the. Imagine if the scoreline was different. We were having a different conversation. Again, what cost 3-0 defeat to Accra Lions. And then 3-0 defeat to Accra Lions.
Man, no that 14. No question 3. Now we have how.
Until so today, so generally, we should the see you. Sorry, Techman, yeah. If we are FA, I should be worried. The echo see, you know, referee see a comma, Mama Diomunti.
Now go you come and take that.
A comma, Mama Diomunti. Na heroes, you know, because Uti story now.
Premier 20.
The Uti story now, I'm saying, both to Senior Manabre, Equajo Musico.
No story now for heroes.
Special.
Sorry, no, some of the story by any. Heroes.
Because I'm not paying us, or Bisu say, almost so. Who is that? The truth is that before the game, and you may see a ton of one. Who is that? The game in China or better side to be so.
What are you free?
The big
free.
And nobody is a comma here. If you are heavy. If you are heavy. Now you are not concerned.
I beg I can bet him.
No, you are not concerned. Now, no. Saturday, and you remember 10. But the Maame Nyarkoh, Sunday games about 3-2.
Nana na mude ya Nyarkoh yenye.
Oh, some of my friend. Baako 3-2 na. Boys nka mo 500. They say, "Sano omutwetwa da. Enti time na boys no ehu ye na e ba bonten mo we no. Omutwa emunyi mfiri ba omutwa ase no. So omutwa ase no omukwa afi na baako de na o ahone ba no. Na no wi no mo se ne scan here 1 cedi say 1 peso so say yo. Ono mo say omutwa mo muska no kutwa ase no. They feel
I'm players in this guy.
Yes. They were giving
now the FA
they were giving 500 Ghana.
What can the FA do about this? So one of
say the entire woman say o mama e kom abeto mo league ni mu etino obi a won bia no must find a way to survive. Wrong with that as an akodu.
Okay, Abbas, Maame Nyarkoh kakra na yenko na. And born na Stafford sales in the birthday. Ya na waka yanza na refi. Stafford marketing department.
Last year division 1. Last year division 1 popular score line 2-2. Do the go last year division 1 fixtures na score line. Benye ubetinya 2-2 be 76.
Zometi yakopem so. Ene gotoko. Sunday no. Thank you.
As Momodin pa.
Ya Momodin sa.
Ono gotoko bodra. Sa drone bi ba ate.
Na David obi asabe wa bona mana hwe oda de odina che na otobo bona de na waye. E na waye. Obi ya shan 4, ya shan 3. Confederation card wa baje fi kuma. En wani kuta ya nyama ya break. So ba kasiye no. Ya hwe wachi na ma ya kasiye ni woni na ma ya kasiye. Ye waye. Ena chira wo kasiye nya de wo beye. Nti enwa na ama ne omuso kasa de omuso si omubo so ma African Cup do
Club of the Century
ya mukoye ya besi ne omunye biem minti so mo ye biem
Club of the Century
minti century ne ebi nya ma biem
100 years
100 di omuye 100 years ma wiase biem
da bi na no ya
enye FIFA na ye you obi na ye you so 100
FFH
nti obi besu ye besu bit ma calculate 100 years no so aye timi ya no bi ti ele na ele kotoko da ele chi tebe ti ya kan se ya de asiawie ya ka che mpanifo se ye se de aduru no ni fi se Watara bebo no modin mi say one of the best supporter me as an ZZ this this is anu ni yankunko wanza this is an makaze 40 fata nkruma Watara nzo fata ko
dongo
jese
na wamra
the oba de
maso
the oba de yenya botra
na maso mpero
yenya botre de no oba
maso mpero
yenya botre na de oba
mezitegu na ga dombo
bona yehwe no bona yehwe o se sande ko bi collapse across post stadium bona yehwe no so me say what wona hwe ase match
se ya no mo bona afinya o
se ya na hwe ase match wa hwe de be se nye ye bo bon sa ye mpo ya hundo bo be ne bon sa ya bo be ne bon sa na no ko to ko fu ya na se do me da pa fu ne sa ka bo omba cry bo yo mo tiashi me be tadwene ho ase no mo so de no be yere nkrai edi ara no so be yere nkrai
ya the referee na se
what does it referee benefit ne ba ma mu fo bo ase ba
e be white fat
what does it referee benefit de yere mo kasa ma mo nkami
ene mo mfro bo ase ba
yitimi pie ni pa hwe do yes guy ka ye foul bo bo ase na referee deny
Kraman de we na be white o ma tu referee to aja
ye nia na mo referee the three gentlemen
bo ga ba asma be da man ba be da na what be da
hello
ina be referee da de
o mi na man ba be white
don't talk like that the three gentlemen
the referee ne ho
go and ask the three gentlemen
I think the video be na has
support to be assume
minim ne da o
wa bone da na
minim ne da o say tama na
o be bo bi ehia zo
bi tama o boro na mo so minim ne mo no ka minim na so mi hu
na ga minim da
has pass ni ram no
e ti ye hu do nya no mo nsu
o mo safety security officer ni ona ka say ha na mo wura no ye be fa ni team no ona mo so o mu team na no sika enti so mu ram no mo fa na mo kro mo betu enti me dane mani enti wono ma na mu so ya say wo jimi pa na me say adan
ana wonim no da na
no say na me say na so oba akuma ase no me betwi ni free stance ni e wo green stance wono na green stance me nko no da kuma say so no ka o anya kra o what kuma ase ana mabobo na so ma
komanda wa mo no
akwa no be say na dwun
ko da bi na wa mo no na dwun de ye ba wa mo no ko na da se wa mo David don't want to so wa mo
Sara ma go because you say me say unka ho ntini kwa say oban yi sai minimum
Maame Nyarkoh atase wa mo no Amen Scientific Hospital Sheikh Amibozu press emra adwako o from 0277001234 Come no so wan jiji mgura keye ase ya yi hu 0277001234 neko na Sheikh Amimbo nso ne emi for your mouth stroke nko na awo esomra ye de asi ebehia